Yeah, I was thinking about this a lot today, and thinking about, it's Nick's club. With the players, I went through it 4 times. I had 4 coaches who were sacked, and the feeling and the emotions were subtly different each time. But the older you got, you felt it far more deeply. So player got dropped in my second year, so there's no real relationship. There was almost a shock, but there was a shock of it being news. It was the first big thing that ever happened, so you're almost watching it from afar. Peter Rode gets sacked a few years later. I remember Chris Grant stood in front of the players after he moved on and said, we have to take on, we should have a sense of guilt. And that was a moment that stays with me to this day of, it's not he's out of the room and now, this whole thing of clean slate. It's like, we have a level of responsibility of what has just happened, and we need to feel that. And so as the years go older, when Rockets moved on, that felt like the end of an era. And then, I was 32 and Brendan McCartney's moved on, and there was a sense of shame because that responsibility to take it on. So those St Kilda players, I think they're somewhere on that spectrum of emotions. For the young ones, it might just be a bit of shock. Might be like, oh, geez, didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I wonder for the more mature ones if there isn't a bit of a pressure release almost today. Because the build-up's been so long, so protracted and so relentless, really. The question marks have been there for 18 months.
And weren't playing like they were feeling the outside noise?
No.
To be honest?
But the more senior players would be aware of the noise and aware of the pressure and aware of the struggles. And we didn't, there were no cracks visible in Richo. Probably the first crack we saw was post-game on the weekend with the reference towards the umpires. But outside of that, I mean, he was...
That's the facade, though, isn't it?
But that's right.
Yeah.
But in moments around the football club, maybe there was something, so the players might have felt a bit of that pressure. So I think it would have been eerie today. It would have been eerie.
Would have been, I've walked into the football club and it's been the decision has come in the afternoon and it's been a surprise, but the morning has felt eerie. Eerie is that feeling of something's off here. It's it's that that sort of Hollywood thing. It's quiet. It's too quiet.
Yep.
It's that sort of feeling. So
the mid-year one's different. When you've got to come out and train the next day and prepare for a game and go out and play, and reputations are still at stake. The end of the season is an entirely different situation because you're not on show. You're not out there, putting your reputation at risk in terms of your performance. So I was only a part of one mid-season sacking, and that was 2 days after I played my first game of AFL footy. My first game was Malcolm Blight's last game.
So you got rid of him the day you sacked Malcolm Blight.
Shivved him.
Right. I should have had more than 3 kicks.
What about Scotty Waters?
That wasn't mid-season. That was off-season.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.